Hello everyone, for my second YouTube video on my channel, and today I want to talk about why starting after 30 is actually your superpower. And while we are going to get ready with me to the hockey practice today with my son. And this is the very important topics, because most of the women, they just, afraid to do something at the age of 30 with this, feeling and emotion that it's too late, but it's never too late. And I am the living example that this is the case. If you're watching me for the first time and you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Maria. I am 32 years old. My husband is 36 years old. And 3 years ago, we sell everything in our home country. We just decided to start over in the world. So first our step was in Turkey, the second step was in Dubai. We lived there for 2 years. And the third, the final step, it's United States. We come here 1 year ago and we want to launch our fitness app here. We have our own online fitness school. I will talk about it more in my YouTube channel, how we managed to create this, international fitness school. We are working worldwide with China, with Europe, with Australia. So a lot of clients, in every part of our world. But in this video, I want to talk that from, this woman part, when we just so afraid to start something at the age of 30, because of this, a lot of, stereotypes, with a lot of this, feeling that I'm not worthy, I'm afraid, and what about my parents, what are my friends gonna tell me, and this a lot of fears, a lot of crazy things all over again in our head, because we're thinking a lot, we're managing a lot of things in our family, and we're thinking twice harder than our husband did, because they have one goal in their lives most of the time. But women, we have a lot in our minds most of the time. By the way, I'm gonna prepare for my very light daily makeup routine, because I'm not makeup person, but I'm trying to be more open for brands and trying something new. But I don't usually wear a lot of makeup, and I think this is the part of my journey that 30 is my superpower. I'm not aging, I am stepping in my new era of my life. So let's get back to this feeling about it's too late. I'm Slavic woman. I grew up in Russia, and most of the women there were growing up with this feeling that by the age of 30, you need to achieve everything. You need to be very beautiful. You need to have a career. You need to find a good husband. You need to have kids, and preferably 2 or 3. So we have a lot of standards there, what we need to do before the age of 30. And I don't usually color my brows. I just brush it, and that's it. And we have a lot of standards there. And this, I know that it's not only in in Eastern European countries, but it's the common things in the United States too. But when you grow up with this, a lot of things that we need to do by the age of 30, of course you're gonna afraid to do it. But I start changing my life at the age of 28, and the first step was just to asking myself, is it the life I'm gonna live my whole life? Is it really that I want to do? Am I really happy what I'm doing right now? And I just asking this general, very simple question, am I happy? And the answer was no, because it was 2021. We just, get out of this pandemic thing. It was really hard. We just started the business with our husband. We have a lot of debt, and we made a lot of mistakes by that time. And we were, in the age of the divorce. And this was that time when you just need to decide, you are gonna stay in that place and do nothing, and to be unhappy most of the time, or you will do this very first, the scary step, just to say to yourself, I'm gonna change it. I don't know how, I don't know where I'm gonna change it, I don't know why I'm gonna change it, but I'm gonna change it. And this feeling, and this thing about moving abroad, we've been talking about it since 2019, I think. I use a little highlighter on my eyes, and that's it. And we were talking about moving abroad, because our business is mostly because 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cut it because I don't know how to say it in English. I know how to say it in Russian, but I don't know how to say it in English. So we were talking about a lot to moving abroad, and it was super scary, because a lot of Russian people, they don't move abroad. It's just they don't move abroad, and when people move abroad, it's like, everybody starts talking, you don't belong there, you don't need to go there, you don't know English well, nobody waits you there, and a lot of things and pushing thoughts, you don't deserve it, you don't need to go abroad. But deep inside, I know that we need to go abroad. We need to go abroad to do something better, to grow our business, not only inside Russia, but grow it international. And this was the first step, just to say, yes, I want it. Yes, we need that. And after that, we just sit together with my husband and said to each other, do we want that? Do we really want that really big step in our life to do? And this is my favorite perfume. This is the matcha. I really like it. And do we really need to do it? And the answer was yes, and this was our superpower, because we're at the age of 30. I was 28, my husband was 33 at that time. And, we're at the age of 30 when we can be, when we can do this, very big step in our life, and just to move forward with our thoughts, with our desires, with our dreams. And the point is that we made a lot of mistakes before we move abroad, and this knowledge, this education, this, some maybe not very, I'm gonna cut it again, because I know what I want to say, but I'm trying to catch the word in my mind to actually tell it properly. Okay, so when you by the age of 30, you have a lot of experience, you have a lot of these bumps in your marriage, in your relationship, that can help you to achieve your dreams even more, because when you're in your 20s, you just try a little, you try a lot of things, and to be honest, most of the time you're living not your dreams, you're living your parents' dreams, your government's dreams, your university friends' dreams, high school dreams. And only by the age of 30, you start really you're starting to really realize what you really want in this life. And this is the amazing feeling that, okay, I finally get it, what I want to do in my life most of the time. So, and we just decided, okay, let's immigrate, and we start preparing, the ground to immigrate, because to immigrate it's really hard from every part of the world, but it was really, really hard for our culture to understand that, yes, we want to move abroad. And this was our superpower, just to say, okay, we're going to move abroad, we want to live another life, and we want to live another life. And we decide to immigrate and achieve our dreams in our 30s. And now I'm 32, my husband is 36. We are launching our fitness app in the United States, and it's crazy, because if you ask me about it maybe in 2019, 2020, in the pandemic time, I just say, what? I can't even imagine this thing really could happen with us, but because we were really, we really determined to immigrate, to do these really hard steps to be in the United States right here, right now, we can do that, and this is our superpower, especially for women, because we're emotional, motor in our life, in our families. And if we decide something, our husband will decide it, our children will decide it, and we are this, we are this emotional household, and we need to keep that. And if you decide something by the age of 30, you are going to make it. So this is our superpower, because we're not in our 20s anymore, we're in our 30s, and now I'm feeling that I live more colorful, more interesting life rather than I lived in my 20s. I loved my 20s. It was amazing time. I gave birth to my son, you know, I was in the whole family mood and all that kind of things, but I deep inside I feel that it's not what I wanted, you know, with my whole life. So don't afraid to start over, even if they're 30, 32, 33. So now we don't have a car, we don't have, but by the way, we have a car, but we just bought it, you know, 2 months ago. We don't have a house, we don't have apartment, so we don't have nothing. We have only our dreams, we have our brains, we have our, you know, motivation, courage, and just to start over and to do something really, really special. And when you understand that the age is just a number, you have so much power in your hands. So, and you know, we can talk about it, you know, about aging, about, you know, changing your what you wear during the day and all that stuff, you know. When you understand that this number is only, you know, just the number, you will feel unbelievable kind of relief, and it's going to be your most superpower, you know, in your life. So if you're like me, you want to start changing after 30 your life, you want to do crazy things, you want to do some courage thing and all that stuff, subscribe, because I'm gonna tell you a lot about how we're gonna build our business together with my husband, a lot of content creation, because this is my main job. And I just want to inspire you to do something you really want to do, because till the age of 29, 28, I was really afraid to do so, because of my mother, because of my father, because I think that I need to live some of kind of life, but I didn't want to live it, you know, just I don't want that. So I think you like this video, you will feel a lot of inspiration from it, I hope so. So subscribe to my channel, and we'll see in my third video when I'm gonna tell you about more content creation stuff, and see you soon. Bye.